Okay, here we go with a test of the new microphone system, and the camera is all set up. Should be pretty dialed in, I hope, for low speed stuff. Visor's up. Probably should have put my glasses on. Still going to be a problem for high speed. I'm thinking that the high speed stuff is going to be a challenge in any condition given this helmet. I want to put the glasses on. Hold on. Okay, I'm thinking it's going to be a challenge at any because of the helmet. This is a dual sport helmet, which means it's not very aerodynamic. Got both my lenses in, and it's not very aerodynamic. Not as bad as the panniers, the bags on the back, which are as aerodynamic as bricks. But nevertheless, it creates a lot of wind noise. I hope it's recording all right. Let's see. Well, you can see down here. I can see it on the Wi-Fi here. So it looks like it's recording all right. It's a little bit of a delay. Not that I pay attention to it. That's not safe. Okay, this is the area around my house, my apartment. I'm up to 3 bars now. I haven't yet even taken the bike out there yet. I really should give it a try. Mountain up there. Mountain I keep climbing. The M on the top, I like to think that M stands for my mountain. Ha ha ha. You know what, let's go up here. Let's take this little dirt bit here. Watch out for the big old rock there. Get up on the back, up on the pegs. My first time in the dirt right here. You'd think that right next to my house I'd be out here all the time, but I'm not. A couple of reasons. Whoa, that's a nice down and then up. Might have to come back and try that. Watch out for the panniers going over this. Whoa, gee. Now, I've never had that experience in my life on a bike. That was interesting. Let's go up here. That was an interesting experience to actually stall the bike and then reignite it en route. A lot of traffic up here today. Here we go, down here. Down, okay, and off the curb. Little street riding. I wonder if you guys can hear anything. Wow, the visor down now. I wonder if you can hear anything. They gotta be slippery on these corners. There's gravel, sand on the ground there. That'll take you down in a moment. These motovlogs are fun. Kind of interesting to make. See the gravel right there? Sand. That stuff is so slippery. I bet you can hear me all right now, I hope at least. Let's get back. I don't want to ride this guy's ass. As a motorcyclist, I definitely don't want to ever push people. I don't want to ever push people ever in my life. There's a freeway over there. This road up here turns into a dirt road. Let's go up and see where that dirt road goes. I've never been up there. Curious to see that too. There's private houses up there, so don't want to be getting in people's face. Ah, the best sign a dual sport rider loves. Pavement ends. Here the pavement does end, right up here. Off we go. Absolutely no dumping. Never been up here. Now you might hear a little more rattle back there. I've got the panniers. You know, Jim likes to think of those as the man bags. I think of man bags as being something dangling between your legs. But they kind of rattle back there. Now I think I'm gonna turn around here. See the houses up there? I think it's a private property up here. You know, it's a bit of a challenge turning around with something like this. Okay, stop. Big, heavy bike like this. See, it's kind of a little sandy over there. I got to be careful right that. Now, some of you are out there going, "What a puss!" But I don't want to go down. I'm going to get off. Better safe, you know. And it's not easy getting off. I can barely touch the ground. Here, let's walk it through here. You know, my motto is no faster than I want to go down. I probably could have turned there, but I swear to gosh, I mean, I'm standing on, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm standing on tippy toe. This bike is so big I can't get both feet on the ground. Well, there's the moon. Nice rocks. See the houses up there? We don't want to go up there. That's somebody's driveway. Okay, here we go. I haven't dropped the bike with the man bags. Okay, just man bags. Molly's giving me a hard time about calling them panniers. I guess he thinks I sound like some loopy, you know. Oh, I've got the panniers on the back of my Moto Guzzi, and I'm going to take it for a spin around the Alps. Whoa, Sandy! For a spin around the Alps with the crew team. Is that, Molly? Is that kind of what you had in mind when there's sand? Let's get through this sand. Does that about explain your objection to the word, Molly? Although it's like calling them man bags, which is what Molly likes to call these things, because he likes to have the frilly purse on the back of his Harley Davidson, you know, so that he can, you know, buy right up there with the share set. Let's go down here to the right, shall we? So, oh, is that a cop? What do I care? I'm being a good boy. So, that should be a nice little road. By the way, that's where the airplane crashed up there, up by that tower. But I think that's Molly's objection. It sounds too much like, you know, I'm being elitist. But calling them man bags, which is the the phrase Molly insists on using. He actually wrote to me, I quoted it. He says, "Kurt, they're not panniers. Quit calling them that. Call them man bags." He says, "That's what we Harley riders call them. We all like our frilly man bags." Ooh, frilly man bags. That's another thing. When I'm riding my bike, guys, it's kind of a scary off-road. I have to, you have to forgive me if I say some naughty words once in a while. Can't help it. So frilly man bags is my first naughty word on this ride. I'll try to remember to put an R rating on the lead end of the video if that's the case. So yeah, okay. So I'll call them man bags from now on. But what if, Molly, what if a woman's riding it? Maybe, what if it's a woman driving the motorcycle? Oh, I was really debating making a video called, maybe I'll title this one that. I was debating making a video called A Man's Bike. And the reason that I was going to do that, I was going to use that phrase to talk about this motorcycle. And the reason I was doing that was because I was thinking about it. Several people, including the dealer, the KTM dealer, told me that this bike was made for, and this is, I'm quoting, they said it was made for men around 6'4", and I'm 5'10". That's why I struggle. That's why you saw me stopping and walking the bike around up there, because a 6'4" guy like my friend Graydon Square, who actually yesterday sat on this, he gave it a test sit. He's a rider too, and I was down at his place, and he walked me out to the bike and gave it a sit. I think he's 6'4", and he sat on. He could have his both feet flat on the ground, perfect size. My brother's friend Dave is 6'4". He sat on it, perfect, exactly, both feet flat on the ground. I can't get both tippy toes on the ground. And so the idea I was thinking was, this bike, and the reason it's so tall is because of the suspension. It's got off-road suspension, and the suspension needs to be tall in order to absorb the ruts and the bumps and the rocks and all that stuff. You want it like that. But almost by design, not explicit design, nor implicit design, but just kind of an accidental design, this would then seem to exclude most women from riding this bike, simply by virtue of the fact of women are average woman is not tall enough to sit on the bike and touch the ground. My sister-in-law, Jennifer, my brother just bought her a new KTM as well, not a bike like this, a dirt bike, and she can't ride it. She hasn't ridden the thing except for one time, the day she got it. She hasn't ridden the bike because it's simply too tall for her. It's the same problem. The one time she rode it, my brother held the bike while she took off. She rode around, she came back, he had to catch her, when she came in for the landing, so to speak. I'm just kind of putting along here. We're in Pomona? Maybe? I don't know. See these, okay, now see the holes, see the circles right there on the concrete, in the pavement, asphalt? There are sensors under there that can detect your bike's presence, or your presence of metal. And that's what causes the signals to change. Now, motorcycles have a bit of a problem. We don't have enough metal sometimes to railroad tracks. There we go. We don't have enough metal to cause that trigger, so sometimes we just have to sit there and the light never changes. And so every now and then we have to run a red light. I've had to do that because there's no other way. Or go make a right and then come back around. So anyway, I was thinking about it. I'm thinking, there's probably not too many women, unless they're, in the top end of the height scale, average height for women, who can actually, I mean extraordinary height. I mean 6 foot. Okay, 5'10". You need a 5'10" woman to be able to ride this, because I'm 5'10". Maybe 5'9" could get away with it. I don't know what the average height is, so maybe I'm wrong if there's a high percentage of women that are that tall. Add to that the simple fact of the sheer incredible weight. This bike is 420 pounds dry. Add the panniers and some gear, and adds another 20 pounds or 30 pounds. Add wet, we call it in the biking world when it's fully gassed up. Add another, you're over 450, 470 pounds. It's a lot of bike to handle around. Oh, hey, I wonder if I can go. Let's go right instead. Look at that. That looks interesting over there. I wonder where that road goes. Let's go right up through this neighborhood and then we'll go see. Where the heck am I? Why can't I remember? Oh, and I don't have to stop at railroad tracks in the States. It's dangerous because I was doing that when I didn't need to. Some nice houses up here. Where am I? Where am I? I'm in Riverside? I think so. Nice little neighborhood here. Still recording? I think so, yeah. Let's go up a little further and we'll turn around. Yahoo! Yeah, no, but I'm a little bit, if I call this the man's bike ride, that's awfully provocative. And they'd have to get like 5 minutes into the video before they'd see my rationale, and even then some people wouldn't agree with it, and understandably so. I even would be a little provoked by it, by that title. Let's turn around here. Yeah, solar panel. speed limit 25. Water, we're in a drought. So, did I explain thoroughly what this ride is all about? I basically have been experimenting with 34 and a 25. Slow yourself down, boy. Slow yourself down. I'm experimenting with wiring of the helmet. And I think I've got it, but part of the problem was there's just excess wires. The microphone that I got, which is an audio box, something or other, it has like 8 miles of cable that comes with it, and I was too chicken to cut it and splice it. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to do the wire. It'd be some funny wire setup, so I didn't do that. Oh, I don't have to stop. See, I keep doing that. I keep stopping at places that I don't need to. Here we go. Woohoo! I keep stopping at railroad tracks where I don't need to. That looks interesting. Let's go out in the weeds here. I hope it's not too soft out here. Bumpity bumpity. Oh boy, I got myself into it now. It is soft and bumpy. Let's see if we can get back on the road without going over. Here we go. Woohoo! That was exciting. Up on the railroad track. Woohoo! That was exciting. See, here's another fact. What you see on the camera is about, I would probably say, based on what I've seen so far on YouTube videos, it would be about a 30% representation of what I'm actually doing. What I mean by that is that it actually is a lot more gnarly, to use a nice California term, I think, than what you see. Or the way it comes through on the camera. And that has a lot to do with the feeling the bump.